Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss an issue on section 2 subsection 22 clause E, which talks about the deemed dividend in the hands of a shareholder who is holding 10% shareholding in a company and that company gives any loan or advance to that assessee subject to the availability of the profit into the books of that company. The question before the tribunal was that whether amount of loan or advance can be taxed in the hands of a assessee who is not shareholder of that company. This issue has been taken by Kolkata ITAT A bench in the case of APJ Private Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case has been reported in 111 ITR Tribunal at page number 231, and the date of the judgment is 10th August 2023. The facts of the case are little bit complex because it is a case of deemed dividend. So the deemed dividend cases are little bit complex always. In the present case, the assessee received a loan from a company 80. The assessee was not a shareholder in this company at all. The confusion in the mind of the assessing officer arises because there was a common shareholder K which was holding 59% shares in the company 80 and in the assessee company also. So the assessing officer tried to drag the provisions of section 2 subsection 22 clause E in the hands of the assessee, even if the assessee was not in the assessee was not shareholder in the company 80. If we go through the provisions of section 2 subsection 22 clause E, then according to that provision, in the present case, because K was the shareholder in the company 80 and K was also the shareholder up to the 100% into the assessee. So if any amount is to be taxed under section 2 subsection 22 clause E, that should be taxed in the hands of the K maximum. But the assessing officer applied section 2 subsection 22 clause E in the hands of the assessee, that is APJ Private Limited, who received an amount of loan from 80 and assessee was not shareholder in 80. CIT appeal also gave relief to the assessee on the ground that since the assessee is not holding any shares in 80, so the provisions of section 2 subsection 22 clause E does not apply. When this matter came before the tribunal said that although the assessee is not a shareholder in the company 80, so directly the provisions of section 2 subsection 22 clause E does not apply to the assessee, and there is one reason also for not applying the section 2 subsection 22 clause E, and that reason is that whatever the loan has been given by the company 80 to the assessee company, that is APJ Private Limited, that is in the normal course of business, the interest has been charged, the TDS has been deducted, and whatever the interest income has been earned by the company 80, the company 80 has given the tax at the maximum marginal rate on that. So there is no leakage of revenue. At the end, the tribunal said and explained the purpose of introducing the section 2 subsection 22 clause E and said that the profits of the company can be utilized in three ways: by purchasing various assets, by increasing the earning capacity of the company, or for distributing the dividend. If the dividend is distributed, then it is given to all the shareholders and the dividend distribution tax is paid. But there may be situations that the substantial shareholders of the company can withdraw this amount by one way or the other, by taking loan or by taking advances. So to curb that practice, the concept of section 2 subsection 22 clause E has been introduced, and the company has to pay on that the dividend distribution tax according to the provision of section 2 subsection 22 clause E up to the level the profits available in the company. But in the present case, this was a clear-cut case that the provisions of section 2 subsection 22 clause E was not applicable to the assessee, because the assessee was not shareholder in the company 80 from whom the loan has been received. The only matter of dispute was that there was a common shareholder in the company 80 from whom the assessee has received the loan, and that shareholder K was also the shareholder in the APJ company. So that does not entitle the revenue to impose the provision of section 2 subsection 22 clause E on the assessee, simply because the assessee is not a shareholder in the company 80. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is APJ Private Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case has been reported in 111 ITR Tribunal at page number 231, and the matter has been decided by Kolkata ITAT A bench, and the date of the judgment is 10th August 2023. Thank you, friends.